here, and today I am coming at you with my first Tag Tuesday for freaking ever, I think. I don't think I've done a tag since, like, last summer, maybe fall, because school was just really, really busy, and I didn't have time to, like, do tags and discussion videos and Top 5 Wednesdays, but now that the semester's over and I am home for the summer, I figured I would try to get into a routine to be able to continue to do Tag Wednesdays, and the first one, as you guys can tell, is the No Disclaimers book tag. I've been seeing this one go around for a couple weeks now, and I really, really like it because I got some problems with some books. As much as I will love to give 5 stars to every single book that I read, there are some things that I really do not like about some books, and I would like to share them all with you. The first question is, which trope or tropes in books annoy you the most? And I think that it's pretty clear that everyone knows now that I absolutely hate insta-love stories. I absolutely cannot stand them. I don't think that insta-love is in any way realistic. I think that it needs to be done away with because insta-love stories just don't work. There's no reason for two people to instantly fall in love by seeing each other. That's so stupid. Even if it's a fantasy or sci-fi story, there's no way that can happen. There is no way that a person can fall in love with somebody at first sight and just instantly be attracted to them without knowing a thing about them. It's stupid. I can't stand it. Question number 2 is, which writer or writers do you feel are overrated or overhyped? I kind of don't like James Dashner at the moment, but I don't think it's because he's overrated or overhyped. I just don't like him as a person, considering newer actions that he has done and things that have come up because of him. And the reason I say that is because I just talked about DNFing the Death Cure earlier today in an earlier video for my April TBR, or my April wrap-up, I think. And I really don't think that he's that good of a guy, and I don't really think his writing style is that good after having read The Death Cure and then thinking back on both the Maze Runner and the Scorch Trials. As much as I loved them and the time I read them, they're not that good looking back on them. I don't think I ever really find authors, though, in general to be overrated or overhyped. I've definitely liked some authors better than others, but I don't think that there's any one author I could say that is overhyped. I just haven't read their books more than likely to make that distinction. I don't know. I don't like saying that authors are overhyped or overrated, but I will say that I don't like some authors because of certain actions they do relating to sexual assault and harassment. Question 3 is, what are your least favorite books you've read since joining BookTube? Oh my goodness. Probably my least favorite books are the ones I've DNF'd. I definitely do not like Gabriella Lepore's writing. You guys may have heard me rant about that a lot in the fall. I don't like her. I really don't. I think that her writing style is absolutely atrocious, and her books are so all over the place. There's no, like, set plot. There's no clear sequencing of events. I don't like her. I liked The Witches of the Glass Castle at first, and it was really all over the place, though, and I gave it a very low rating, and then I completely DNF'd Blackheath because I had no idea what the hell was even going on in that book, and I refused to read anything else by her because I just do not like her as an author. I don't like her. I don't like her. No. Question 4 is, a terrible ending that ruined an otherwise quality book. Ooh, I don't think I have one for this because I've kind of been okay with endings of books in the past. I don't think that there is one, though, that I can think of off the top of my head that was unsatisfying or didn't make sense. So I'm going to have to pass on this one because I don't think I have anything off the top of my head that I was disappointed in. Question 5. Which fictional character or characters do you wish were not killed off? Triss. Yeah. I wish she wasn't killed off, but at the same time, I think that the way she went out was pretty much a way that she would have wanted to go out. I just wish she didn't have to die. I really, really hated that. Also, the Weasley brother that died in Harry Potter. I think it was George. That made me really sad. Question 6. What are some of your bookish pet peeves? Well, again, I think this kind of goes back to the tropes I don't like, which is insta-love. I think that's my biggest pet peeve I have. I also think one of my other pet peeves is when there are slow parts in books that are not intended for a specific purpose, like if they're just slow to be slow, or characters are just stupid to be stupid, basically. Just things that like kind of happen in books that, you know, could have just easily been done differently that make more sense with the story, I think is one of my bigger pet peeves. Like, especially, like I said, if there are parts in books that are slow and they don't need to be, or if there are characters that are stupid and they don't need to be, and they could have done something a lot better. I think that's kind of one of my other pet peeves, is like unnecessary stupidity and slowness. Question 7. What are some books you feel should have more recognition? Oh, God, I don't know. I mean, I kind of think Beautiful Creatures should have more recognition, but that's because it's my favorite series of all time, so I'm a little biased. I don't really know what else should have more recognition. I think that every book in its own right has the ability to have some kind of recognition, even if I don't see it. But I just really think that Beautiful Creatures is my most favorite one and just deserves all the love in the world because it's great. Finally, the last question is, what are your thoughts on censorship and banning books? Oh, don't even get me started on this. Basically, I'll put it to you this way. If it's not hurting anyone, leave it alone. So there you guys go. Those are all the questions for the No Disclaimers book tag and my answers to them. Let me know what your guys' answers are to these questions down in the comments below. If you think you have similar answers to mine, or if they're even different. I'd love to know your guys' opinions on things that you dislike in books or things that you dislike in general in the book community when it comes to, you know, censorship and banning books, and, you know, what are things that you think are unnecessary or authors that you think are overhyped. I'd love to know your guys' answers. So thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. If you guys did enjoy it, please do give it a big thumbs up, and if you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below and subscribe to become an owlet in our flock, and I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye guys!